Finally, we've come to a bridge, guys. It's not the sort of bridge that I was anticipating. Oh my God. Day 2, guys, old Tele Track. Had a great night at camp last night. No big breakfast this morning, just an apple, orange juice. Beautiful little camp on Bertie Creek. I'll flip up on a map where it is. It's kind of off the track a little bit. And we've just got this little little cutout. This is Bertie Creek, guys, so it's the creek that you need to, thank you. There's a lot of large holes in the rock, so it's nice and firm, but you got to kind of pick your line. So you need to drive up here and then come across over here and avoid any of these big holes. So campground's all here, and as I said, we were just camping on Bertie Creek a little further downstream. One there.
Big one here. You're going to have to go this side, I reckon.
Right through here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's just check the other side first.
Bertie Creek, guys. Get up here and we'll turn in. Where do you think, mate?
Keep coming. Righto, left hand down, nice and tight.
I'm going to hit that hole there on the right. I'm going to hit that hole on the right.
No, you'll avoid it. You're clear, keep coming. No, right, stop, go back. Go straighten up from there.
How's that look?
It's good, mate, straight towards me.
So after leaving Bertie Creek, guys, we continue north up the old Tele, making our way through the Heathlands Resource Reserve, and also too, just a point of interest, you can do the track in both directions, but I'd certainly probably recommend doing south to north because most people do south to north. And yeah, look, we only passed about maybe 3 or 4 people going the other direction. So we're just approaching the, this is the bypass turn off if you didn't want to do the infamous Gunshot Creek. So yeah, turn off here and it'll swing around and bring you back in on just past the Gunshot Creek. But yeah, maybe you've got a camper trailer or a small boat or something like that. So this little creek here, at the time I wasn't sure what the name of this creek was, but it's called starts with a C and ends in a Y. But pretty easy one, this one, and just a little horseshoe, pretty firm bottom, and yeah, pretty simple. And like a lot of these creeks, just beautiful, crystal clear, fresh water, just gorgeous. So just this section heading up towards Gunshot Creek, quite rutted out in sections, and I'm assuming due to the wet season. Nothing too challenging, just a lot of wombat holes and washouts as you make your way up. The landscape around the road at the moment, quite heavily eucalypt forest, quite tall trees, and then it kind of opens up and all those tall eucalyptus trees disappear just before you get into Gunshot. Right, we are at the infamous Gunshot Creek, and we're not going to do the main drop-in, but I can tell you that the one we're doing, the chicken truck, is just as bloody scary. Mick's gonna do the drive. There's no way I'm gonna do it. I'm praying there's no damage on the 200. Mick's getting the winch ready there, the winch rope, and I'm a little bit apprehensive, guys. Gunshot.
I've got to clear that code, mate.
Oh, you're joking. Right at the start of Gunshot, this is going to be the steepest drop-in we do.
I think it's telling me it doesn't want to go down.
It's, yeah, the 200 saying, piss off, go back and do the bypass track. So, we'll clear that code as we have been doing on the way up. You need to make sure it doesn't go into limp mode, mate. You're right.
You're all good? Yep, let's do it.
You copy, mate?
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay, do you trust my skills?
Not really.
Bring it down. Straight. That's a good line, mate. Yeah, mate, keep that line. And come up to a bit of a ridge. We're going to go a little right hand down. Left hand down, sorry. Left hand down. Keep that line. Keep that line. Keep that line, mate. Yeah, looking good, looking good. You're going to drop in. Keep that line. You're a metre from hitting the water. Doing good. Perfect, mate. Drive it.
Drive it. Drive it. Woohoo!
Wow, gunshot, guys. Not too bad.
Gunshot, mate. And she just said to me you should have got him filming him coming up.
Oh, coming up here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to give it a few berries.
Any water in?
Nah, nothing.
Mate.
The, had
Well done, Gunshot.
Yeah, done and dusted. Had a little bit over the bonnet, coming out just out of the exit there. And just coming up here, have a look at this, fairly off camber.
So this is the exit, guys. Fairly gnarly exit out of Gunshot Creek. I didn't get the opportunity to film it coming up here, but just to give you an idea, young fella here in his pretty well decked out 79 series Landcruiser, and just gives you a bit of an idea. She is reasonably gnarly getting up out of Gunshot. There we go. Nice looking rig. Well done, mate. So a bit of a crowd at Gunshot, which there usually is here, guys, and as you saw there, Mick, he just dropped it into the pretty good job and got an absolute dead set gnarly exit, and Mick didn't stop to even think about it. He just sent it straight up, and I cannot believe the 200 got up with the amount of weight that we've got in the back there, so we were pretty lucky. Behind me, guys, is main Gunshot. Certainly not the one that we decided to do. We did the chicken track, as you just saw, and that was scary enough as it was. So absolutely no way that I drop in here. Although this is about as steep as Palm Creek, so but not with the LC 200 and the weight that we've got on board. There's probably about 5 or 6 drop-ins here at Gunshot. We did the easiest one, but have a look at some of these. If I'm going to fall over, it's going to be here. No fresh prints here. Holy cow.
Right hand down. Left hand, no. Left hand down, left hand down.
There's Marcus giving me his rights and lefts back to front again.
Left hand down, yeah. You've missed that boulder on your right now. Straighten up. It's all pretty rocky down through this one.
That the whole way up and around, and then straighten up and just take the inside of that rock sticking out.
Yeah, right hand down. Got a rock right here, just slow, slow. Keep that line, right hand down still. Straighten it up now.
Yeah, Cockatoo Creek, this one. Bloody beautiful. You can camp here at Cockatoo Creek, guys. Hey, not a bad spot. Cockatoo Creek on the old Tele Track for lunch. Cook up some chicken and a couple of wraps. Not sure what this isn't a creek, this is just a washout, but I'm going to give it a walk. And holy shit. Lucky I did. I am up to my waist, so it's lucky we've walked this. Wow! Hey? Hello, 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 hello. So this here is the end of the old Tele Track south section, and you pop out onto Bamaga Road, or the bypass road. So we're now starting to see a few caravans and camper trailers go, and then we head up here on the Bamaga Road about 7 or 8 k's, and then we'll cut in and start the northern section. So wow, pretty epic, pretty cool. So just about to start the northern section of the Tele, which apparently is the most challenging And I don't know, I found that southern section pretty challenging, so we'll see how we go. It's going to be straight to Fruitbat Falls from here. Let's get going. So I've got to say there, an absolute highlight of the Tele Track there is Fruitbat Falls and Eliot and Twin Falls. Just bloody fantastic and very easy to get to, obviously. But anyway, here we are. This is the first creek north of the falls. It is Canal Creek. And look, it wasn't reasonably straightforward because we did have to kind of negotiate a few kind of holes and rocks that were in the creek here, and I kind of given up letting Mick know right hand down and left hand down.
A little bit that way.
Hear me say here, I start to point which way to go, because there were a couple of big rocks that we didn't want to hit coming through this creek, but wasn't too deep, and just coming out here on the exit there, you might hear me yelling out to the right. There are a couple of real tight spots with the rocks and very narrow coming out of Canal Creek here. So the exit here pretty straightforward, up and out, and then making our way to the next creek here in the northern section, up towards Sam Creek. Fairly straightforward track through the bush. And now we're just making our way into Sam Creek. So a couple of different entry points into this creek as well, and there were quite a few people camping here and swimming down in the creek. But look, we chose to keep moving forward because there were quite a few people here. But look, relatively easy to drop into Sam's Creek. A little bit
Keep going, slow.
few wombat holes and bits and pieces, but otherwise reasonably straightforward. A little truck had gone through here just previously and scraped itself getting through, but as you can see, Mick just drops it in here and
That's it.
just making our way out of Sam's Creek. This was reasonably easy, just a short little step there, and because there were so many people camped up on this other side here, we decided to continue on and try and find a camp at the next creek. It's almost the end of day 2 on the tally. This is our last creek that we were going to do before getting camp. It's called Mistake Creek, and it's going to be one of the gnarliest descends into the creek that we've had today, and it's not something I really wanted to do at the end of the day. All right, mate, bring it down.
Righto.
I am absolutely exhausted, guys. So I'll be looking forward to getting this Mistake Creek out of the way. It's pretty steep, low range first gear for this. There are 2 tracks leading in with 3 entrances. The one to the far right is the only one that you're going to be able to use. This is fairly off camber and there's some wombat holes, so you need to be careful. Anyway, here we go.
Yeah, you're looking good, mate.
Hopefully it's not a mistake like it says on the creek.
About 1.5 metres to your left, you're going to drop in. Good line.
Got a bit of rock there. Rock and roll.
Your right wheel's going to drop in, your left wheel's going to come up. Hey, looking good. Looking good. Yeah, 1.5 metres you're going to drop. That's good. Well done.
There you have it, guys. Just a bit of patience and pick the right line and it's not too bad. Mistake Creek, not another soul here. And this creek is just beautiful. That's how deep the water is here. Water's just absolutely stunning. It's time to sit down and enjoy a beer just on 5 o'clock. Just a real quick look at getting camp set up here at Mistake Creek. So it's not fully set up yet, but thought I'd just show you guys what's going on. So we've kind of got this whole area to ourselves. There's no one here at Mistake Creek. So there's lots of camping spots kind of dotted on each side of all the creeks here on the Tele Track. This one here we have on our own. There's no one here, albeit we can hear gunshots. For some reason, we're feeling somewhat out of place. It seems that you need to have a rifle here to fit in because we're hearing gunshots every night. So, hey? Oh, bloody, look at Mick. Look at Mick. We're trying to keep this G-rated. So anyway, just going to show you guys camp, and we're just, you know, because we've got into camp late, we've been down enjoying the creek, trying to enjoy that. It's 6:30, it's about the sunset. So we're kind of in a bit of a mad rush just at the minute to get everything set up. But anyway, I'm just going to show you guys camp at the moment. He's got his pants on. Jesus. Right, here we go. So, big 2 hunge, big sort of open area. We've just literally thrown out drop sheets down. The new tent set up there, and literally takes about 30 seconds to set up. I've got it zipped up to keep the snakes out. The bag's working a treat, absolutely essential here. As I said, haven't really got too much set up, but it gives you a bit of an idea of what is going on. We collected this firewood here before we got into camp, as that is something you do need to do. There's never enough firewood to collect in your camp area. Can't complain. Old Tele Track, guys. Anyway, we'll get rest of camp set up and get the fire cracking, cook some dinner, and enjoy our second night on the old Tele Track. Well, it's the next morning. We've left the bloody beautiful Mistake Creek, and we've only driven about 5-10 minutes down the road.
Found this car here, I think it's just broken down. There's no one with it.
A couple of CV joints.
Yeah, I think so. Luckily there's a sign in the background for towing. Hopefully they've called it. Cannibal Creek. Looks like a beautiful creek down here. There's a fair drop in there, so you just got to be nice and slow, but nothing too hard. And then you got that rock step there too. Yeah, mate, looking good. Yeah, I'm guessing you want to line up your sort of tie about here, I'm assuming. Line's good. Yeah, mate, dropping in, looking good. Oh! That line, you're going to come up on this rock. You're going to come up about now. That's it. Let's hope we don't get caught up here. Back wheels up, and you're going to come down at about 1 metre and you're going to fall down. Pretty deep in here, mate. Nice and slow now. Yeah, good job, mate. Good job. See on this left bank here, there's been some tyre rub. We've got to get across to the right-hand side as far as we can, because otherwise you run the risk of doing some panel damage. It's pretty narrow coming up through
Mate,
here.
Keep your wheel in here, and that's all we can do.
Yeah.
There's no other option.
No. This is the only exit, so got to hit it. Cannibal Creek, beautiful creek, but bloody yeah, yet again, it is quite challenging coming down, quite deep. I don't know if you can see how wet I am here, but probably belly button deep there, so well over 1 metre. Mick's going to come up here, and it's quite rutted.
We want to watch this bank. We're going to get panel damage on this trip. That's where it could be. You're hugging your right wall, which is good. That line, perfect line. You're hitting it now. All right, you've done it, mate. Mate, you've done it, you've done it, you've done it.
Rightio, next creek. Finally, I've got something with a bridge. Oh my God, what is this? Here we are at Cypress Creek. Marcus is going to have a drive. I'll give you a little bit of a view. All I can say is I hope those ratchet straps hold together. All right, here I go.
Looking good, nice and slow, just keep coming straight ahead.
Oh my God.
About 2 metres off, keep coming, nice and slow, just keep that line. Your left wheel's about to touch. Nice and slow. That's it, mate, keep that line really slow.
I'm dipping down on the left, is that okay?
Yeah, you're fine on the left, mate. Keep coming. Just left hand down to the passenger side. Keep coming nice and slow. That's it, keep that line. Keep coming. Left hand down, left hand down. Both wheels are off at the front. Now you're right to turn.
Oh my God. I thought I was going to fall. I literally thought I was going to fall when I felt some logs move. Oh, Cypress Creek, done and dusted. Main roads aren't out here doing the bridge work. Oh. We've arrived at Logan's crossing, and I think this is the second last crossing of the northern part of the Telegraph Track. There might be a couple of washouts between here and Nolan's, but yeah, Logan's, where we're at, is that second last major one, and it is renowned for being quite deep. We got here, there's no one here whatsoever, and the water is very, very milky. It's hard to know how deep that is back there. Looks beautiful. Mick's just taken the car around. I've got to walk this and see how deep it is. It is a firm base, it's not real, oh, it's deep. So, I don't know if you can see this. So at the moment, it's belly button deep. Pretty firm on the bottom. So this is going to be a bloody deep crossing. Mate, belly button, very firm. Yeah, okay. So I think you just take it sort of slow. It's firm. You think we need to go down on the pressures?
Do I just out towards the middle and then around?
Yeah, just the middle, mate, and follow it around.
Yep.
There is a deeper hole. It does drop from sort of here to here.
Yeah. It's going to be the option, this one.
Yeah.
It's actually not that bad.
It's that you get a wheel up here. You get a wheel there and a wheel there.
Yeah, there'll be a bit of rock and roll coming in, but it's fine. It's not like the others.
Yeah, start coming down.
On the way. Okay guys, so this is Logan's entrance to the left. It's not too bad. It is a bit of a steep drop in, so you just got to pick your lines. So here we go. Okay, so we're down the first bit, just about to hit the water.
Looking good, mate. On both, looking good. Mate, she was built for it.
Bit of bouncing going on.
There we go, Logan's done.
Oh, a little bit of water. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like
tiny little bit, mate.
A little bit in there, but that's going to be almost the deepest we go. I'll check the other side. Oh, just a little bit of water. Just in here.
Yeah.
But it's minimal. Nothing up here at all.
No.
Good driving, mate.
Yeah. It was interesting. Like, I could feel the wheels coming up and we were floating a couple of times. And then we'd bed back down in the sand. So, no, it did well.
So you got to Nolan's, guys. This is the last creek crossing for the end of the Tele, the northern section of the Tele, and it's one of the deepest. Probably just as deep as Logan's, but it's not as long, which is a good thing. It's not as deep as Logan's, mate.
No.
Oh, you know it is. Yeah, big.
I think it's fine, mate.
Come in here and then across. Gonna get ourselves a bit organised here because there's no cars on the other side. Get the tree trunk protector on and get it set up so we can hook up the winch if required. So we don't want to get bloody stuck right here in the deepest part of Nolan's. So just getting the car super prepared. Letting the air out. We're going to go down to about 18 on the front and about 20 on the rear.
All right, mate, bring it down.
Okay, here we are at Nolan's.
Mate, looking good. Nice and slow. Awesome, mate.
Guys, done and dusted. Woohoo!